guys, what's up? It's Dan here. Welcome to another channel update for August 21st. Today is Sunday, August 21st. A lot of footage has been released and will be releasing right away here. So I figured I'd just get this out there so you guys don't get too lost, and you can use this video as kind of a hub as to what has happened and what's going on, because I know a lot of you watch these over some of the games you're not really interested in. But anyways, this channel update is pretty much going to be strictly games, except for one exception. First, I'll start off. In the past week, I have been uploading the playthrough for No More Heroes, Heroes Paradise, a rather enjoyable game. Quite a few game bugs. Some of the boss fights were kind of difficult with how they structured it, but other than that, it was a rather enjoyable game, nice and long. It took I think it took me about 14.5 hours to beat it. Something like that, and that was doing basically the only thing I didn't do. The things that I didn't do were the side missions, so I pretty much did everything. So it's a good playthrough. I do recommend you watch it. Some of it's pretty funny. A lot of people who've seen it have enjoyed it. However, not many people have. Think because it's an older game, they've seen it. I recommend you guys watch. Some of the commentaries are rather funny, in my opinion. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I'm just saying. But you can go check that out right now. There's 56 parts on it, so it's a fairly decent length, pretty long comparatively to some of the other games I played. But anyways, there's that. You can go check that out. Also, last night I completed some multiplayer demo for Driver San Francisco. Everyone told me, right? It sucked because everyone started told me, "Oh, Dan, the Driver multiplayer demo came out today." Multiplayer demo, that's what I said. Multiplayer demo came out today, and I never had a chance to do it right away because I was just starting No More Heroes. So I'm like, God, so I'll have to wait it out. But I did do some last night, and I actually released an open invite to people on Facebook if they wanted to come play Driver on the 360. I gave them my gamer tag, I gave them everything. But unfortunately, I think it was a little too late and most people never saw it. So by the time I was done, I just deleted the post because, people would be like, "Okay, I'll send you an invite, here you go." And I've done it already, you know what I mean? But at any rate, it is up there. Also, I did earlier in the week some more Driver gameplay, except it was a free roam, where I used the glitch that's in the single player demo to drive around with everything, and then I tried out as many cars as I could. But the thing is, the multiplayer demo has way more cars. Like, they have so many more cars, and I was just baffled by the amount of cars they have. Like, the one manufacturer, for example, as you guys know, I love Audis, okay? I have one myself. So I was seeing them everywhere. They had every single type of Audi I could think of. There was the R8, there was the TT, there was the S5, the A5. No, I don't know if the A5 was in it. The A4, I don't know, there was just a bunch, and I was like, holy, where did those come from, But at any rate, there's a lot of different cars, and I can't wait for the full game, because I think the full game is going to be pretty damn sick. But at any rate, go check out the Driver footage. Honestly, it's probably one of the most fun games I've played so far this year. One of them. I'm not saying it is the most fun, but this type of game is just fun to me, okay? It's just awesome. So I do recommend you check out the footage. The playthrough will be coming on September 6th. Everyone's been asking me when Driver is releasing, and it's on September 6th. So a couple weeks yet, but this will tide you guys over. Also, I think that's it for this past week. Now we can talk about upcoming footage. So, since this is, I'm doing this channel update in the middle. Now, after this, I haven't done it yet, but you probably will see some footage later tonight. And I am going to be doing the Bodycount demo. If you guys know about Bodycount, it's a first-person shooter, not a very major game. However, I will be covering it. It does release on August 30th. That's the thing with game updates. I really wish I should look at the games that I'm guaranteed doing and then add them. 2 games got added to the month, added this year. This month that I originally said I wasn't going to do, and that was Deus Ex, Human Revolution. We'll get to that in a second, and Bodycount. I originally thought I was just going to be doing No More Heroes this month. With I don't think there was anything else in August. There was a Resistance beta, but that was about it. But at any rate, that's that. So anyway, let's move on. Now, on Tuesday, the 23rd, I will be getting the Deus Ex Human Revolution, the third title in the Deus Ex series. It is an action RPG set in the futuristic atmosphere. It's kind of like, it looks and kind of feels like Mass Effect. You know how Mass Effect plays? See, I like RPGs. I'm a big fan of them. But I like them in the future or modern times, you know what I mean? I don't like it when you have old school stuff. Like Dragon Age is not my cup of tea. I'm sorry. I tried it, I got bored of it. Even though it's made by BioWare, and I love BioWare. But there's a few exceptions, of course. I mean, I played Oblivion. That game was damn right fun. But people wanted me to play Skyrim, but I can't play Skyrim because there's too many games coming out, and I just cannot cover it. It's too long. The game's friggin' long. So that's an exception. Oblivion. The Elder Scrolls is an exception, excuse me. But like the games like Fallout and things like that, I just love. Anyways, so that's Deus Ex Human Revolution. Now here's the funny thing. Today, I went into my local EB Games to go pre-order, because what happened with No More Heroes was I pre-ordered No More Heroes, but that location, that EB Games location, never got it until like 3 days after it released, and I'm like, what the hell? So on the second day, the day that they originally said they were going to move it, they said it didn't arrive yet, I went to a different store and got it. So what I did was I went in today to take the deposit I put on it for the pre-order, and I moved it to Bodycount. I'm like, alright, it's a day off for me, I got a bunch of errands to run, so I'll go do that. And I did that, and then the guy told me, so we got an email from head office today saying, basically, he said it's kind of bad news. I'm like, oh. But so he told me that I cannot get the augmented edition for Deus Ex, which is what I pre-ordered. Now, as you guys know, I said I was doing it on the 360. So I'm like, damn it, I kind of wanted the augmented edition. It was only 10 extra bucks. You get a nice display case, or not a display case, but premium packaging, as they put it. And you get an art book, a 40-page art book with, I believe, a graphic novel and a making of DVD. I'm like, that's a pretty good package for 10 extra bucks. So I found out that Square Enix or Eidos, whoever made the game, I don't know, whoever shipped it, I believe it would be Square Enix that published it. So they failed to send enough copies to the stores. So basically you had to pre-order before August 6th to have a guaranteed copy of that game. Now the thing, that was for the 360 only. Don't ask me why. But I pre-ordered on the 9th. So I was a few days late because I was on my family reunion at the time. So I kind of screwed up. Well, I didn't really screw up, but they screwed up. So anyways, they promised me I could get this game, but I couldn't. So I was calling around today seeing, is this for everybody? And apparently everyone in the city, or I don't know if it's anybody, if it's just a city or if it's the whole country, probably the whole country if it was Square Enix who failed to send all the copies of their games to meet the demand, you know. But at any rate, I was calling around, and one store actually said, oh, I haven't looked into that issue. I know about it, but I haven't looked on the details, so I'll call you back. Here, give me your name and number, I'll call you back. So I was just kind of messing around. Then she called me back. So I'm like, oh, yeah, hey, how's it going? You know, blah, blah, blah. And she was explaining the situation, basically the same thing that my store told me, the store that I go to. Because there's like 5 or 6 stores in the city that I can choose from. And she told me, yeah, it's based on what they sent. They didn't send enough. Like she said, even some of the people who pre-ordered at my store aren't getting it, so blah, blah, blah. And then I started telling her, I'm like, I wish I had known that it was just 360. Because I had called my store to ask if it was just 360, because I saw on the website that they were no longer selling the 360 Augmented Edition, but the PS3 one was still up there. I'm like, what? And I believe the PC one was too. So I called them and said, yeah, no, it was just the 360 one that was affected. I'm like, I wish I had known that. I would have switched my pre-order to PS3. But they can't pre-order because they have to pre-order a set amount, you know, for them to order it for them. At any rate, she calls me back, right? And I'm telling her this. I'm like, I wish I'd known because I have a PS3 as well, and I can cover it on I can do PS3. It's not a big deal. It's like, well, you know, I do have an extra PS3 Augmented Edition. You can, if you want, I can put you down for it. You betcha. So not only will I be saving my my pre-order, therefore getting my pre-order bonuses, that was the one concern, but I will also be getting the Augmented Edition from a different store. Now this different store, I'm not going to EB Games, it's actually GameStop, so they're the same company, it's just different name, but this is GameStop, so she's holding it for me without any money down. Isn't that awesome? Some people are so cool, but I'll definitely go pick it up on the PS3. The problem is, that location's a little farther, but gotta do what you gotta do. So basically, long story very short, I'm now doing Deus Ex Human Revolution on the PlayStation 3. I probably would have preferred it on the 360 because that type of game is probably a better control scheme than that. But at least I have all that now. It's PS3. Besides, most of the games in fourth quarter are going to be done on 360. Like in November, I think the only PS3 game I'm doing is Uncharted 3. The rest are on 360. Yeah, because like I said, 360 is my game of choice or my console of choice. But I don't prefer one or the other. I don't want everyone to start a fanboy war because I like both equally. People ask me all the time, what do I prefer? I like both equally. Now that's that. That's what's upcoming. So you got, just to recap real quick, you got No More Heroes Paradise to watch, all the driver, the multiplayer demo, the regular demo, a bunch of footage for that to watch. I made playlists, obviously. I make playlists for everything. Upcoming later tonight, I'll be doing some Bodycount demo. I've downloaded the same night I downloaded the driver multiplayer demo. I never got a chance to do it yet, so I'll be doing that later tonight. You'll be seeing that later tonight, hopefully. Maybe a little bit into Monday tomorrow, depending how long it is. And you'll be seeing Deus Ex Human Revolution on Tuesday, the 23rd. So there's a lot of games coming out soon, and then Bodycount the week after, but that's a little further into the week. So now that's all the games that are covered. I gotta tell you this right now, guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, the professional wrestling. Well, I do as well. My friend and I, basically, this is like when we were kids, like when I was maybe 8, 9, I watched it religiously. I mean, during the Attitude Era is what they called it. It went from 97 to 2004, I think. That was what the Attitude Era was. Basically, you had all the classic wrestlers like Stone Cold, The Rock. I don't know if you guys remember Too Cool, which was a group. My friend and I loved to mimic them. You had Scotty 2 Hottie and Grandmaster Sexay that we loved. And then there was Rikishi and the Hardy Brothers were still a tag team, really young tag team back then. That era, we were huge fans of WWE. And that was also when there was Biker Undertaker, which was my favorite Undertaker because he seemed more normal, Anyways, and as the years went on, I tried to pick it. I picked it up again in 2007. I think I watched it for about 8 months. Got bored of it. Way too many commercials. So the commercials killed it for me. That's what did it. I got bored of it. I picked it up yet again in 2009, and I started watching it again in 2009. Again, the commercials killed it for me. So what I did was I started recording it to my computer. Basically, I would get it recorded to my computer. That way, I can just skip through the commercials. That was good, but the storylines sucked major balls at that time. So I got bored of the storylines. So I picked it up again during the first. I picked it up again this year in what time? I think it was April, whatever. It was WrestleMania. This was 28. I think they were on. They just finished. Is it 28? Yes. WrestleMania 20. Is it? What WrestleMania was it? I'm sorry, people. I don't remember what WrestleMania was. I think it would be 28 because the first one I think was in 1981. You guys know what I mean. Whatever WrestleMania was in 2011. Watch that. Kind of piqued my interest a little bit. I'm like, hey, my friend invited me to watch it, so we started watching it because we found out The Rock had come back briefly. So I'm like, he was as you guys, I'm sure I mentioned this before, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. He's hilarious. I love watching him, especially for his charisma, more over his wrestling, At any rate, I've been following it ever since. I've watched every single Raw. I've watched every single SmackDown. They smartened up and got rid of the millions of other shows that you had to follow. Like, they got rid of ECW. They got rid of Superstars. And there was too much footage to follow, and you're just like, this is ridiculous. They went classic with Raw and SmackDown. And I've been watching all the pay-per-views and so on and so forth. Now, if you guys pay attention to the little banners at the bottom saying, oh, hey, look, we're coming to your city. Well, I've been following that too. And WWE Raw is coming to my city of Edmonton tomorrow, Monday, the 22nd. So what does that mean? I'm going. You betcha. I'm going to WWE Raw. And now, it's not just seats, okay? Okay, let me put this out there. It's not just a seat. I am on the floor, okay? I'm sitting right behind the announcer's table. That's how close I am. Basically, what I'm telling you guys to do right now, watch WWE Raw. If you do watch WWE, look for me. I'll be behind the announcer's table, okay? I think I'm about in row 3, so it's not right on against the barrier, but I'll make myself known, okay? I was thinking about grabbing a sign that says DanQ8000 or something, but I don't think I have the time. But at any rate, I'm going to try and make myself apparent, and if I can maybe like I'm going to do what I've been doing and record it to my computer and maybe pinpoint a part where you can see me well and post it on YouTube. Maybe on my second channel just to avoid copyright issues. But honestly, I think that would be so cool if you guys keep an eye out for me. I don't know, I'll probably be wearing a wrestling shirt because I'm going to go buy a wrestling shirt. But keep an eye out for me. You guys can't miss me. You know what I look like. So just keep an eye out. I'll try and make myself apparent. But at any rate, watch me on Raw. Yeah, don't watch for the superstars. Watch for Dan. That's right. But at any rate, if you can't find me, look for my friend. He's kind of well built. He's got red hair. Just look for the red hair. Honestly, he's a day walker. That's the best way to tell me. If you see a guy with red hair sitting in the third row or so, look next to him. It'll be me. So, anyways, guys, I hope you watch me on Raw. I can't wait to see if I actually see myself on TV when I record it, because I'm definitely going to cut that segment and then post it maybe on my second channel, DanQ8000, just to avoid copyright with the gaming footage. But at any rate, that's all I wanted to say, guys. A bunch of games coming out, and Raw tomorrow. I'm so psyched for it. Floor seats, baby. This is my first live event in WWE. I was actually going to go to a SmackDown in 2007, but that was the time when Chris Benoit killed himself. And as you guys know, Chris Benoit is from Edmonton, so he had, just in respect to his family, they canceled the tour briefly. Anyways, guys, that's all I got to say for this channel update. A lot of crap I just talked about, but I'm sure you guys will be anxious to see it. Keep an eye out for me on Raw. It's going to be awesome. Okay, I can't wait. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. You know, I'm probably going to hop the barrier and give somebody a stunner or something, because it'd just be hilarious to see me on live TV, just giving some superstar a giant stunner. Oh my god, that'd be just priceless. If they let me do that, I don't know what I'd do. I don't know, whoever, one hated superstar, whoever that may be. But at any rate, I'll stop talking about it now. Stay tuned for the footage, stay tuned, look for me on Raw once again, and I will see you guys soon. Next thing with Bodycount, and then Deus Ex Human Revolutions. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.